In this video, I will provide some clues to show how the controllers are manufacturing a civil conflict. These evil earthly kings are setting the stage for a world conflict and a civil one. Order out of chaos. I will play a series of clips from an interview with Andrew Yang and Yuval Harari from 2022. People will remember Andrew Yang from the Democratic primary in 2020. He was and still is a major proponent of UBI, or Universal Basic Income. Mr. Yang apparently is also a good buddy of Yuval Harari of the Global Economic Forum. So the question must be asked, why is he on such good terms with Harari, who is a part of a Luciferian organization? Andrew Yang is also a part of the Texas Blockchain Council. So another question must be asked. Why would conservative red state Texas want someone who promotes universal basic income as a part of their crypto council? Recently, the Texas Blockchain Council changed its name to the North American Blockchain Council. Remember, one of the regions of this new beast system consists of Canada, Mexico, and the United States. That's why there is an International Highway 69 going through Texas. That was established when former Governor Perry was in office. So I will go ahead and play the 3 clips from the interview.
AI and automation are going to transform the labor markets of the US in a way that's going to push many, many people to the side. We're already seeing a version of that. And now I have founded the Forward Party because the American duopoly is not designed to advance meaningful solutions. It's designed to polarize and inflame, and it's going to lead to conflict and potential strife. Well, not even potential strife. I mean, the strife is here. I was going to say potential civil war, but I thought that might seem a little bit sensationalist. So it's happening. The United States labor force participation rate continues to decline. It's aberrantly low by international standards. More and more men are being kicked to the curb, and then they're dealing with it by either self-destructing or becoming radicalized. And a study just came out last week that said that if you've been prone to automation, you are much more likely to join a far-right group or an extremist left group. The majority join far-right groups. So when I opened by talking about my concerns for civil war, it's being driven by the automation of millions of repetitive manual and repetitive cognitive jobs.
The big problems are going to be actually elsewhere, which again, it's not a prophecy that the US will do it. I mean, it could completely, even though it has the resources, it could completely mismanage the crisis. And yes, even civil war is not an impossibility.
In the first clip with Mr. Yang, he suggests that a component of the future civil conflict is the duopoly, as he calls it. The right versus left, or the red versus blue. In the second clip, he suggests that the economy will be another driving factor and will create a bunch of right-wing extremists. So then another question arises. Why start hanging out in right-leaning Texas if he is concerned about right-wing extremists? Finally, in the third clip, Andrew Yang's Satanist buddy, Yuval, brings up the possibility of a civil conflict if a number of crises are mismanaged. Why are these two bringing up the subject of a civil conflict? Are they prophets? Are they predicting anything? No, of course not. They know the plan and are seeding the idea into people's minds. How could they know there is a plan? Well, both of these individuals both serve the same master. They have both sold their souls. Now for the next clip. This one involves Maria Bartiromo from the Fox News Network. She is interviewing Lieutenant Governor Patrick about the border problem. Here's the clip.
We're facing an army.
Yeah,
We're facing an army. And they're well armed, they're well coordinated, they're making millions and millions of dollars off of Joe Biden. Don't mess with Texas. We're serious about securing our border, and I'm glad the president stood down on Friday and did not confront us. That would be the wrong thing to do. We don't want a confrontation, and they shouldn't want a confrontation.
Well,
we're just doing our
point.
job. Let us do our job.
Because, I mean, what is this going to turn into a civil war? I mean, you've got the Texas rights versus federal rights, both sides with guns.
Of course, Bartiromo is a part of the Global Economic Forum, just like Yuval Harari and, yes, Texas Governor Abbott. Each of these characters you see in the Matrix media have a specific role to play in Lucifer's plan. Lieutenant Governor Patrick says there would be a confrontation if the current administration didn't back down over the border. Bartiromo does her part by seeding the term into people's minds by asking, is this going to turn into a civil war? Why, even Nikki Haley is getting in on the action of promoting a civil conflict. She loves war. She was even a United Nations ambassador under Trump. She is pure evil. No doubt the military-industrial complex loves her. Keep in mind that since they are manufacturing a civil conflict, that means that they also have a predetermined outcome. All those patriot types that think they are going to fight for freedom will not win what they think they are going to win. Do they really think they are going to get their nostalgic version of America back?
You serious?
This isn't the first time they have manufactured a war and already had an end result planned. Now on to another kind of programming that is conditioning the population for a civil conflict. What is known to some as predictive programming in the entertainment industry. Back in 2014, I believe, the movie Captain America: Civil War was released. On the poster for the movie was an image of Captain America facing Iron Man, with a star in between, with the colors of red and blue split down the middle in the background. This is more foreshadowing of a future event. There are more elements in the movie, but for this video, I will only focus on the movie poster. When this movie came out, I knew what they were conditioning the population for already. It's not hard to see coming. The poster could also represent America versus China, since Iron Man's colors are red and yellow like the Chinese flag. There are multiple layers to what these Satanists do, just like there are multiple layers of understanding in the Bible. Another bit of movie programming is a little more obvious. Recently, the movie Civil War came out. I haven't seen it. I don't need to. I understand what it is. Although, I will point out something that a lot of people got wrong or didn't understand. In the movie, Texas and California joined forces. I heard a lot of the conservative commentators and their incorrect analysis. They would say stuff like, there's no way Texas and California would be on the same side. They're in opposition to each other. People that say stuff like that are still stuck in the right-left paradigm. They don't understand Satan's use of duality and how it is used to deceive people. Texas and California aren't opposed to each other, they are actually twins, just like the twin stars on the flag in the movie. California and Texas are both a part of Satan's plan. Each of these states carry different parts of the agenda. There's a reason why Elon Musk is setting up shop in Texas. There's a reason why China has a foothold in California. So many people are deceived by what is taking place. Think Texas isn't on board with wind power, solar power, or lithium? China manufactures the parts for Bitcoin mining. Texas is heavily promoting Bitcoin. See the connection yet? In Houston, Texas has that fake preacher Joel Osteen, servant of Satan. And Dallas and Houston are part of the C40 Cities program for sustainable development. Still don't think Texas is going along with the United Nations plan? Some of you are familiar with the C40 plan. If you aren't, look it up. I'm from Texas. I was born here and I still live here. However, I'm not going to allow my pride to deceive me on what's happening here. Are you blinded by pride? Anyway, that's all I have for this video. Thanks for watching.